Hello students, today I will go with class 7th, subject is maths. In the previous videos we have done about integers, chapter number 1 integers. What are integers? Integers are the set of numbers made up of positive numbers, negative and with 0, and there are no fraction in the integers, means these numbers can be represent on the number line. Positive number will be on the right hand side and negative number will be on the left hand side, and in between 0 will be there. So I already explained to you properties of multiplication of integers, that was closure property, commutative, associative, identity, zero property, multiplication by -1 and multiplicative inverse of a number. We have already done these. I think you practice well at home. Then your first exercise, I think you have done this. Then these sums I think you have already done by using distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction. Then signs, about the sign, if your negative integers have odd number of negative, then your answer will contain negative sign. If your negative sign is of even number, then your answer will be positive integer. I think this is already done. 6 question we have already done. So by solving this, we will fill the greater than sign, less than or equal sign in the given boxes. Now in this video we will go for the division for integers. Division for integers. We will talk about the properties of division of integers. We in the multiplication, if you multiply by an integer by an integer, then your answer will be an integer. This was closure property. This is also true for division. Division of whole number is reverse process of multiplication. For example, here 6 multiplied by 7 is equal to 42. Then 42 is divided by 7 will give 6, and also 42 divided by 6 will give you 7. So this is also true for integers. Integer will have also this process, will carry this process, but only difference is there. If your divisor and dividend are of both sign, then your quotient is positive, means if they will contain both negative sign, then your answer will be positive. If the divisor and dividend are of different sign, then your answer will be negative. This is only, this thing is important. Then next is properties of division. Closure property. So closure property, the closure property in division does not hold good for integers, means every time we can't say कि this is true. For example, 12 divided by 4 will give answer 3. So 12 is integer, 4 is integer, and your answer is also an integer. So but if we will divide -3 with 4, then its answer will not be integer. Its answer will be -3 upon 4. That is a rational number. That is a fraction. So fraction is not an integer. We already done in the definition of for integers कि there will be no fractions. So every times this will not hold good. So closure property, it depend upon the numbers. Next is commutative and associative property. For the multiplication, if A and B are integers, so we have already done कि A multiplied by B is equal to B multiplied by A. So for division we can't say कि A divided by B is equal to B divided by A. This will not equal. For example, 12 divided by 4 will give 3. So 4 divided by 12 will not give 3. So I think this is clear. So associative property is also there. In the associative property, we will have 3 numbers. In the multiplication, if we multiply A multiply by B, then answer is multiply by C will equal to A multiply by B multiply by C. But in the division, it is not possible. A divided by B then divided by C will not is equal to A divided by B then B divided by C. So commutative and associative property does not hold for division. Then identity property. For multiplication, it was like this ki A multiply by 1 gives the same answer. Also in division, it is true. When A divided by 1 will give answer A. Then division by the integer itself. Suppose there is a number A, when we will divide with the same number A, so answer will be 1. Like 34 divided by 34 will give the answer 1. And division by -1, similar, when we were doing for the multiplication, sign was changed. So similarly in division, sign will be changed. In the multiplication, if we multiply by A with -1, then answer is -A. Here sign is changed. So also it is true for division. When we will divide A with -1, this is positive, this is negative. So they are of opposite sign. So answer will be -A. So here sign will also be changed. Like -3 divided by -1. Then answer is 3 divided by 1 is 3, minus minus plus. So we were dividing this number by -1. Only sign is changed. This was previously this was of negative sign and in the answer it is of positive. So by dividing -1 or we can say by multiplying by -1, only integer sign is changed. I think this is clear to you. Now we will do the exercise 1.2. In 1.2, questions are very easy. Suppose first question is 16 divided by -4. Then 16 divided by 4. You can do like this also. 16 divided by 4. Then 4 4s are 16. So 4 is the answer. So here 16 is positive and this is of negative sign. So minus plus will give minus because this is of opposite sign. It is positive, this is negative. So answer will be negative. I think this is clear to you. Then next question, minus 16 divided by 4. Same, minus 16 is negative, 4 is positive, means they are of opposite sign. So its answer will be negative 4. Then part 3, minus 16 divided by -4. Division is very easy. Only you have to divide 16 with 4, but take care of sign only. It is of same sign, minus minus, then answer will be positive. So third answer is plus 4. No need to write plus here, directly you will write 4 answer. Then part 4th, 0 is divided by -4. So 0, when we will divide with 0 with any number, answer will be automatically 0. So 4th part answer is 0. Never write like this 4 upon 0. It will not exist. Means A upon 0 form is not defined. Only we can write this 0 divided by 4 is equal to 0, but never write 4 divided by 0 because this is not defined. I think concept is clear to you. Then question number 2. Do the following division sums and check your answer by multiplying the divisor and the quotient. This is very easy. How you will solve this? We will firstly divide 42 with 14. I am going to solve this. So minus 42 divided with minus 14. Here you need to divide 42 with 14. So read the table of 14. So 3 is the answer. So it is of same sign. Your answer will be positive. Also negative, negative, positive. So this is your quotient. This will be quotient. Now we will check. How we will check the answer? This is the divisor. This is the dividend. So divisor you will multiply with the quotient. It is also written in your book. Check your answer by multiplying the divisor and the quotient. So here divisor is minus 14 and quotient is 3. So when you will multiply, automatically its answer will be equal to dividend, that is minus 42. I think this concept is clear. Other parts are same. Then question number 3 is true false. This is very easy. Only you have to check your answer and write the answer. This is solved in your assignment also. Then fourth question is matching. Matching you can also do by yourself. Then fifth question is state whether the quotient is positive, negative or 0. So here first question is minus 64 divided by minus 64 divided by minus 4. So your quotient answer will be minus plus. Only you have to write plus or minus. So your answer will be positive. In the second part, 100 is positive, minus 100 it is negative. They are of opposite sign. So your answer will be negative. So here third part, 0 divided by 27, answer will be 0. In fourth part, first is negative, then second is positive. They are of opposite sign. So answer will be negative. So fifth, they both are of same sign. So your answer will be positive. I think exercise 1.2 is clear to you. So everyone practice this at home. In the next video, I will explain 1.3. I think that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.